today is Ohanaeze Ndigbo. The youth wing of Ohanaeze Ndigbo has called for the immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, saying it very clearly that Nnamdi Kanu is a political powerhouse, a political party on his own right, and able to command the loyalty of Ndigbo so far. Therefore, the federal government should immediately release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because the power he wields in the southeast is likened to that of a political party that is unregistered by INEC himself. Let me read the report for you. That is the headline there. Nnamdi Kanu is an unregistered political party, Ohanaeze Youth Council. And it says, Apex Socio-Cultural Organization, Ohanaeze Ndigbo Youth Council, has declared that leader of the IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is an unregistered political party unknown to the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. National President of Ohanaeze Youth Council, Iboyaka, made the declaration in a statement today, this Sunday. Iboyaka noted that it may be too late for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to discover and realize that apart from the late Chukwuemeka Odumegu Ojukwu, Nnamdi Kanu is the only political figure who can command the block votes of Ndigbo. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an unregistered political party unknown to the INEC, exercising significant control over Old Eastern region, especially the Igbo tribe. Consequently, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu remains the current political party for Ndigbo and prevailing political figure in Igbo land. Whereas groups such as City Boy Movement, Renewed Hope Agenda, and other Bola Ahmed Tinubu affiliated organizations will merely serve the interests of their leaders, a source of stomach infrastructure maybe to the coordinators and directors in the southeast. None of their directors or coordinators possess the capability to mobilize Ndigbo to polling units in support of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Bola Ahmed Tinubu's re-election will continue to be viewed as a hoax, a hallucination, and a joke in old eastern Nigeria until Nnamdi Kanu is released unconditionally from prison, Iboyaka said. The Ohanaeze Youth Council president warned that Tinubu and the All Progressive Council may not get more than 5% of Southeast votes in 2027 if Kanu remains in detention. Apparently, political activities will not be as usual in Igbo land, and the APC will not exceed 5% of the votes of Nnamdi Kanu remains in detention, making it an astute political maneuver for Bola Ahmed Tinubu to facilitate the release of Ndigbo prior to the completion of primaries elections in Nigeria, he stated. The statement noted that Igbo politicians are on the verge of facing a fierce political storm and tsunami for abandoning Nnamdi Kanu in prison. All incumbent political office holders, including House of Assembly members, House of Reps members, senators, and governors seeking re-election will be compulsorily and democratically retired during the 2027 ballot revolution in Igbo land, Iboyaka concluded in that his statement. This is what I have to say, and this is me being on the spot. First of all, I would like to appreciate the kind words used by Iboyaka, the youth coordinator of Ohanaeze Youth Council, the president thereof. I appreciate the kind words you used on Onyendo Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, calling him a political, juggernaut, calling him a man of the people, a man that wields crowd. That is very true. I also appreciate you calling for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I saw clearly in the statement you actually canvassing for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of the influence he wields and of course of the support, of the organic support actually he has from the people of Southeast. I appreciate that. Thank you very much for using your voice to call for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But where we may draw the line is where you are asking for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so as to maybe guarantee the victory of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, or maybe I did not hear you well, where you said that if he's not released, Bola Ahmed Tinubu will not get 5% votes. And you also said that Bola Ahmed Tinubu, depending on groups like City Boy Movement and Bola Ahmed Tinubu support groups, that those people there are not going to work for Tinubu. Somehow I felt you were implying that Nnamdi Kanu is the only one that can guarantee Tinubu votes. Please, maybe I'm wrong. Someone can correct me in the comment section. Did I hear well? Am I correct? Please tell me I'm correct, because I know what I read. You are saying that the only way Tinubu can guarantee his second tenure or whatever is if Nnamdi Kanu is released. Perhaps you're saying also that Tinubu should strike a deal with Nnamdi Kanu for his own political convenience. I think I summarized your speech very well. Something else I noticed in your speech is where you said that the political leaders in the Southeast should start packing their bag also, because the people in the Southeast are angry with them because they failed to stand firm for Nnamdi Kanu, their own son. I agree with that. I agree with that, because that is like a vote of no confidence. A people, or rather elders who cannot stand for their son, they are not worthy to be called elders. So yes, I'm on the same page where we say that these leaders should be flushed out because they have abandoned their people. People like Cubana chief priests of them who are going up and down, dancing tunes with the oppressors, these kind of people have already lost the goodwill from Ndigbo. And also Cubana chief priest, and also Obi Cubana, and all of them who are parading with people who put Kanu in prison. But I want to let you know, please, sir, and this is very, very important, that the release for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is an unconditional release, not a political release. Not one of negotiations where you now want Kanu to come and work for the ruling party. That is going to be a sabotage for Ndigbo. That is going to be not a release, but kind of like an agreement, or call it a compromise, where Nnamdi Kanu will be made to sell his conscience. Because the last time I checked, Nnamdi Kanu said it clearly, that he is not a politician, and he is not ready to take his people in the line of politics. What he wants is a revolution, a change, total change, where Ndigbo will be made to choose how to live. How to live. How to live. That is the word. Is Nigerian politics a system that is made for the people to choose how to live? I doubt so far. So calling for the release of Nnamdi Kanu, good. But saying that that will now help the APC to win election, it will give them a better, vote in the Southeast, is wrong. Because you're saying that Tinubu should reconsider negotiating with Kanu instead of negotiating with city boys. That's what I feel you said. Please, if I'm wrong, I still want to be corrected. Because I heard you well. You wrote a very wonderful piece where you juggled a lot of things. What you should have just done is to come out simple and say, this is time for Kanu to be free. Simple. Let there be peace in the Southeast. Let them negotiate with Kanu on equal basis after releasing him. Then you can negotiate with somebody who you have released, not with somebody who is still in bondage. The table is not balanced. If he's in prison and you're negotiating with him, it's not balanced. He needs to be free. Then you talk of negotiation. He's not afraid of that. He has been doing that since. He of course has tabled what he wants to the Southeast governors before, and they have the list of what he wants for the Southeast for him to relinquish the struggle for Biafra. So wanting to negotiate with Kanu is not a problem. But do not give him conditions. Do not feed him with ideas now. Do not feed Tinubu or APC with ideas that our Kanu is for sale. You are selling Kanu. If you are going to release him, he will work for you. Release him so that he can work for you. No. Sorry, Iboyaka. I stand to disagree on that part that you said. I don't care, City Boy Movement. We don't care about what happens in Nigeria and how they play their politics. They should go to HELL. City Boy, whatever group, is not our business. What we want is a proper compromise, true federalism, and if possible, Biafra. A freedom that we need. And if we are still going to negotiate, we are going to negotiate with the front foot forward with Biafra as our negotiation too. As always, like I always say, Igbos need to have a negotiation weapon, a negotiation tool when the time comes, if ever is needed. And that negotiation we have as Ndigbo is Biafra struggle. The South have oil. The South have oil. The North have their own numbers, maybe. What do we have as Ndigbo? Every day, leave Biafra, don't talk about Biafra. Then what do you have if they're coming to crush you tomorrow? What do you have as an Igbo man? We don't have nothing. We have nothing. First of all, we have only 5 Southeast states. Even in Nigeria we belong to now, we are still 4th-class citizen. Go to the Senate, we are the least number. Go to House of Assembly, we are the least number. Governors in Nigeria, we are the least number. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's already stashed against us. The odds are already against us as an Igbo. So get it to your mind. Why do you think Nnamdi Kanu is still fighting the battle and is still in the prison today? He's meant to have left because they have offered him things upon things. Things and things. But he said no. Because he knows what he wants to achieve. Or rather, he knows what he wants to compromise. He's holding firm on Biafra because he knows that is a weapon. If eventually it may be that he needs to fight for a better life in Nigeria for his people, he needs to fight, to stand on the pillar of Biafra to negotiate it. Understand these things. I don't know how we teach Ndigbo these things. Biafra is a weapon, whether it is for Biafra Republic or a better life in Nigeria. Biafra is a weapon we cannot throw away in the gutter. You become naked. So, Nnamdi Kanu is not for sale. His leadership is not for sale. His power is not for sale. His aura is not for sale. And his followers are not for sale. He is not going to campaign for anybody. I'm okay with your canvassing for his release, but let his release be unconditional, not because you want to prove a point that he's better and more influential than City Boys. We don't care about City Boys. They should go to HELL. I don't want to say much about this because a lot of things I need to do today about these 5 spies in Sokoto prison.